pretty rigid in not changing up too much. The biggest pivot that we've seen from Fnatic was the to the chamber for Alphayear on Abyss. So will just be some stock standard compositions coming through. Single duelist for both of these teams, and otherwise mirrored outside of the Neon via the Yoru.
Yeah, so a big duelist change, of course, and how you want to play that. Fnatic going to be trying to work the map a little bit more, trying to throw a lot of fake pressure, perhaps running the clock down, as they often do. Meanwhile, in Gen G, they can still do that, but they will be looking for a decisive hit whenever they're on that attacking side.
My big question is going to be Texture. What kind of form is he in out the gate here? Has had some very big performances. His last series in particular, he was looking absolutely great and was also the one guiding the team towards that victory. Heard him in the comms trying to rally the troops, and it worked a treat. Well, players set up, ready to go here in the lobby, in the game. So let's go ahead and kick off our last semifinal. See who's making it to the Grands tomorrow.
This is SVL, powered by Google Play.
There we go.
Fnatic targeting this one, but they will have to start on the defense as Gen G takes the attacking side.
3 Sheriffs. Hefty firepower here for Fnatic. Obviously means that the util is going to be completely lacking, so Kayak going to be flashless going into this one.
Yeah.
There's Vikash getting out into mid. Kayak eating a bit of damage, loves to go on these deep walks out as Vikash swings through Garage and is able to find 2. Lockie and Ash both going to be taken down, so in the end a 3v3.
Yeah, and then the push up from Alphayear as well. He just runs into 2 of them. A little bit disadvantageous against the Frenzy in that distance.
Still able to find a good amount of damage, though. It's 68 health between Texture and Caron. Now Zinx himself taken out as Crashies drops through the window. They are still pushing forward towards this site, despite seeing that enemy Sova. Still has the recon. He's going to re-wrap into heaven.
Did they expect it? They heard the footsteps.
They're both low.
The Jack and Caron swooping out. Spotted, but they have not seen Texture quite yet, so they're actually maybe calling a pivot as Texture's going to look to try to intercept, but turns away, and Crashies has the shot all the same. So it looks like Caron just going to be trying to send it in, but Crashies will stop him dead in his tracks, and that's a 3K and a pistol win for Fnatic.
Yeah, I love the fact that they just stay committed to the mid fight to allow Vekash to have that timing to push out of Garage. They stay and fight, they don't panic. Just trust in Vekash, and that's a nice 1-2 punch right from the side. Alpha getting a little bit greedy perhaps, but crashed with a nice landing. Aware of the fact that there could have been someone who slipped by during the time he took to rotate all the way back around to heaven.
Very wise, very well read. Vekash, the 2 to go ahead and keep them in that round. Just 1 ghost fought here in the hands of Lakia, otherwise classics. Grabs up that orb, trying to get the Hunter's Fury online, and we'll be halfway to it as Alphayear just taking some pot shots through the smoke. Lakia, well, maybe he shouldn't have been reciprocating there. He was trying to spam him with the ghost and ends up getting caught in the face.
And that's going to leave Gen G without any sort of util to guide them in on this eco, so they'll just be waiting to see if they can get a pick. Now, I think they've noticed, and I guess notified, or identified rather, the fact that it's just a Marshal on the C site, kind of suspicious of that. So while they might make some noise B, if they get stopped, I expect an immediate turnaround and just a chance at trying to swarm Alphayear, who is currently playing that Viper, filling that role.
Relay bolt to the corner, does manage to find the stun of the Kayak, but it's going to be Vekash actually on the C-Link side. Claims the kill onto Texture, as now the push getting ready to come in, a clip Caron falling down to 42, tries to go jumping out, will end up falling as Alpha gets himself a 3rd. Vekash will go ahead and get the finisher, so it's a Google play flawless to start off the Haven.
Yeah, nicely held by Alphayear and Vekash, just on that left side of the map. Obviously starts with the long shot from Alpha all the way through the smoke, but it just goes to show that they were still keeping aware of that potential wrap back around through Garage. Alphayear never fully committed to a rotate out of the site. That just means that it's a smooth anti-eco, so carrying over everything, and perhaps even an extra upgrade coming through in this bonus, and there it is, dropping the Marshal. Oh, we've got a Phantom for Alpha. Oh, Phantom, Vandal? Phantom? Okay, it's a Vandal for Alphayear.
Making up his mind, but eventually lands on it. Kayak forward.
Alpha just
Here's
buys
a
up into
lobby.
Vandal here.
And Zinx, obviously,
No, if
the
they
one
lose
tasked with
Okay, he goes down.
trying to maintain
He
this
only has
control, but
450 left in the
Alpha's gonna get
bag.
counter spammed out.
He
Luck
won't be
able
able
to
to
find the
buy.
kill, and Zinx
Zinx
doing
wins
incredibly well to find these kills. Kayak and Crashies both eliminated. So it leaves now just Severe here in sewers with a stinger to try to see if he can put a dent in Gen G.
Yeah, it's not the best corner to be holding. Oftentimes you can get spotted quite early on out if they're wary of it. He's getting antsy because of that, trying to see if he can get up close for that range, and he's just going to get spotted by Zinx. And I wanted to mention
Zinx
this,
gets a third.
the way that Gen G wants to play around this Viper, it relies a lot on Zinx having that confidence.
I love that it's a 5v1 and they're just sat here waiting for Vikash to push.
You never know. You never know. Don't want to take your chances.
Well, they will now start moving. Vikash, if he can pull off an ace clutch, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll pop off in some way.
Throw your headset off the stage.
Yep, noise starting to be made. As they're not paying attention to sewers, there's the first. Paranoia coming in, tucks in behind the box, swings back out, finds the second, and then will be taken down. So decent damage coming through here on the bonus. Fnatic can't get the conversion. Gen G get on the board.
So just a little bit of damage, nothing too lost on the Gen G side. They get the spike plant at the end as well. Correctly just following those tracers. Out there probably thinking I should have stuck with the Phantom on that one. Giving myself away too much. But overall, Zinx, credit to him.
Great to hold it down.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he just goes, yeah, I'll take them all down. So it's good to hear that confidence going up against caliber players on Fnatic.
Okay. Now Alpha have only a Bucky
Now
because
into
he
the
bought
first.
up last round.
No buy around here, though. Alpha does have a Bucky. Just going to be playing inside of Garage. As Zinx, ooh, trying to walk down, thinking that he's going to have some free reign, but Kayak does go ahead and get himself planted at a long. So kill going to be found.
Oh, this Bucky.
Heron, oh, anticipating it, but still able to, well,
Up.
It doesn't do that much damage to yourself, it's fine.
It's his weapon of choice, and now Gen G all stuck up, and but Texture starting to open it up against Crashies.
Sliding in right there on top of him, able to find that kill. Ash makes his way in the backside as the plant comes through. Curious if Lakia trying to get into a disconnected position because they've given up that A main control, but Kayak keeping here, pushing forward. Texture able to find the shot, immediately slides back, turns away, and may get timing, but no.
Xavier doesn't spot
Back in, breaking that line of sight.
Back
Cash over from Garage, still
Xavier.
able to find value. Takes it out, and Lakia will fall. Cannot hold the lines here. Fnatic maintain the lead 3-1.
Vekash just so much work here, drawing the attention of all three. So a little bit of the comms breaking down perhaps on Gen G. Nobody's still keeping eyes on A-Link, despite already having gotten one kill on that side. Perhaps they just thought, oh, okay, it must have just been the one guy, a Kayak over on the A site. But either way, all of them turned their heads. And the remaining members of Fnatic are able to pinch onto that retake.
How do I get my Bucky to do that?
Yeah, honestly, that one I thought wasn't gonna kill.
He's like halfway out the door.
Exactly, yeah. Just, I don't know, must have hit
Boys, good retake.
all the right places. But yeah, good retake indeed. Working off of each other on the timings across the site.
So 2 Sheriffs, 3 Rifles here for Gen G. Trying to make this half investment. Find some purchase as Alfier this time repositioning. Not overstaying on the angles with those tracers in play.
Still sticking with the Vandal though, he's got his preferences.
Second layer of Vikash is here. Poison Orb landing into the back. Ash TPing down into the corner and spotting Severe as he tries to rush his way onto the side. Ash doing well, finds the second, puts some damage there. On to Alpha, gets a turn back for the 3K.
Just teleports forward and locks down the entire site, waiting for his team to fill.
And second shock dart here for Crashes either. So sent one out. Some damage on Lakia, but couldn't find anything else. So the call to saves being made. It's just going to be another round over to Gen G.
Yeah, I mean, you're too far out. Obviously, also very much down in numbers, despite some of the health being taken away from Gen G. So fast hit from Gen G on this one. Correctly identifying that Fnatic's still always starting with a weaker C site. Just hoping that... Okay, all right, you get a little bit of damage done.
Karen can afford another buy, but still a kill handed over that you otherwise would love to have not. But Gen G Main objective's going to be that round win, which they're able to find. So 3-2, nipping at the heels of Fnatic.
Hello, real time.
Curious to see if this is just enough to force Fnatic to change some of their default setups, maybe provide a little bit of extra support at the beginning of the round on C, or does it just make them push further out of A, stronger at the start of each round to corral Gen G into an uncomfortable position? Because as great as Alpha is, especially when he's playing as Viper, it's not something we're used to watching too often. I don't think he's going to have free reign of that C side. Ash enjoying that round, of course. The swift triple kill. Who won it?
It is true. It's interesting to see Alpha being the one playing the Viper instead of the KJ. Saki and Vikash be sitting down with the wrong PCs today. Texture. It's a bit of early spam, as does Ash. Push down into mid, clear on the KJ turret.
Yeah, Fnatic, no drastic changes, but overall, everyone just kind of focusing on the mid area. If they enter C site, they're willing to play the retake. They do have the toxic screen set up for it.
Everything's very quiet now. There's a push in the garage, being potentially devastating. You've got this double stack here for Fnatic. Just be some spam to check the box. Back away.
Pretty good gut check from Texture, and it actually gets a reaction out of him. He doesn't know that there's two, but he knows that he's drawn their attention over on Garage, and that allows Gen G to make the call to rotate back to the A side.
Which way they try to split this. Turret set up. Early alert in case the approach from sewers comes through.
There is a lockdown on Fnatic, so you can't use the Hunter's Fury aggressively. I mean, you could, but it'd be risky.
Starting to make their way forward. Smoke's coming in, but you've got 3 players stacked up here for Fnatic.
3 players
Relay bolt
stacked
gonna
here,
be set,
another 2
turret
are rotating.
taken down. Texture sprinting forward, finding Crashies, getting the elimination. Lockdown now immediately going to be invested, but Texture is able to find
Wow,
Kayak.
okay, Gen G.
So they're looking for that plant. They got to get this one on the ground now.
Yeah, they had to swap off because of the Hunter's Fury. The spike will get planted.
Lockdown destroyed. Alpha on the peak, taken
Zing's winning
out.
that
Texture
fight.
able to hold his own in
Okay.
hell. 3K for him on the Neon to tie it up 3-3 on the board.
Yeah, a last-minute realization that it can't be Lockheed trying to plant the spike since they needed to get rid of the lockdown. But it happens just in time. Could have been an absolute melons round if it didn't. But Gen G will be able to secure their round win. And overall, just to, honestly, without actually confirming any information, just overall getting a good suss out of Fnatic's movement around the map, their locations in the default, by just testing the waters towards the middle area of the map. Extra a big part of that. Now they look to do something similar, but it's an early push up from Kayak. Not much to lose with the Sheriff, but he gets taken down by Ash.
Yeah, it's a solid punish to start this one. Something that he really loves to do with regularity and oftentimes gets away with. It's going to be a drone forward. Looks like a quick plant here onto the B site for Gen G, but you have 3 players in the immediate vicinity for Fnatic to try to counteract this and get some damage in, but not sure if they're going to be pulling off a thrifty here. Tap from Vikash, Crashies. Not able to find the shot. The audio alert from Zinx, but Alpha Air now going to be rerouted, wrapping around as Vikash can't hold his own. Texture is pushing forward, able to get the catch. Well, he's going to slot in, but this could be to his demise. Or Ash will just spam and save his life, so never mind. Bucky will not get to sing tonight. It's a Google play flawless for Gen G as they gain the lead.
Yeah, Texture just not wanting to take any chances, of course, since there was a defender smoke as well, blocking that entrance, blocking the vision. So just wanting to make sure that they don't make any mistakes, they don't let accidentally creep their way in the momentum play. And now Gen G, I think, has caused enough chaos. I mean, they've hit each site successfully at least once. They've been able to kind of distract him back and forth. I'm just saying he really couldn't see anything as he entered the site, but that is indeed a timeout from Fnatic. And now surely we see some changes that allow them to be a bit more proactive, a bit more mobile at the very beginning parts of the round. Continuing to get some diehard Fnatic fans from Korea visiting the stadium as they have throughout. Ooh, we've even got fans cheering on the production.
The production, yeah.
Yeah, they don't get cheers every day, but you love to see it. Obviously, this wouldn't be happening without them. very curious on what Coach Milan's relaying to the team on the stage. Maybe even something as drastic, maybe going and choosing that Viper wall from B to A.
I do have 3 ultimates to try to utilize here. Could just end up being Dimensional Drift into the Hunter's Fury. Karan still very far away from having a lockdown because he's just not been able to really rack up the kills.
Yeah, he's just kind of been hanging out alongside the team here for the ride. Overall, just a more aggressive turret for Fnatic. Looking down C main should allow Alphair to either push out like he is now or hide out in Garage. He's going to choose to tuck right into C long Cubby. And with that, the map suddenly much smaller to work with for Fnatic. Got B site also locked down with a Killjoy util for the time being.
Zink's just going to stay silent here while they go ahead and start poking and prodding at this B site. Immense amount of util right there at the front.
Take flight.
There's that one of the nanos, but alarm button. And the second nano still standing. Not in position to interrupt this plant, and Severe going to be caught right as the smoke blooms. Texture catching a glimpse. Severe catching a headshot.
Oh, this is going to be tough with the operator to go for a retake.
Yeah, just counter spam coming in. Kayak will be able to find one. Zink's going to be taken down on the A site, but that's just further delay. But said, Texture now gone. Karan giving a consideration to this approach, and now is going to be caught as he's just lobbing in nano swarms that will never pop. Ash spotted here in the corner. Crashy's desperately trying to finish the job. Eventually he's able to get that shot. And now it's just Lockyer who's completely, utterly surrounded and can do nothing more. So timeout call. It starts looking bad for Fnatic, but they manage to stabilize.
Yeah, I said it would be tough with the operator, but the operator gets its first kill over outside of the site, looking out for the flank. And then you've got the wrap back around from C as well. Alphair and Vekash doing good work, trying to make sure that they are able to continue pushing forward with the game plan. So Gen G getting punished. I mean, I gotta imagine Gen G also maybe wasn't exactly planning on planting. I think they might have been hoping to draw the Hunter's Fury as well, but once it doesn't come, they're like, well, I mean, I guess if it's a free plant, we'll take it. Little do they know, the rest of the map had already been taken over by Fnatic.
Critical round to find. They tie things up at 4-4. Don't have to utilize the ultimates to get it done, so still in a very good spot in that regard. Only missing the lockdown.
And the pit to switch things up. Provides a new toxic screen as well to just block off the approach on both B to C. Gives them a little bit of garage control on the
retake. Over the top. Needs so much damage. Frankly, lucky to be alive.
Yeah, he's going to have to back off. Even calls for a nano swarm from Ricage, so a lot drawn out against Fnatic.
Other one now utilized as well. Smoke going to be cycled to the front, just trying to dissuade this approach. In the meanwhile, Kayak inching forward here, ready for the shot.
Whoa.
And he gets the wall bang. What a reaction!
Nice.
Fully
shot.
looked like he had missed out on it. But manages to just perfectly track him through that.
Portal closed.
Drone spotting him here on the plat, but Crashies goes on red.
Nice, Crashies just sprayed him down.
3K spray down there in the hall. Zink's able to tuck back away from this dart, but now you've just got Kayak trained in on the angle, so there's nothing more to do to try to survive these next hellish 20 seconds.
Yeah, and will he get it? Very curious as Alphair is already on the hunt. Alphair should eventually get to Zinks as long as he doesn't skip over that part of the map.
Check the window, the swing
Okay,
out,
now forget
and
him.
now
Flawless
another
of Fnatic.
Google play, flawless, locked
Fnatic
in.
back in the lead.
That off shot is really what shuts everything down, leaves no hope for Gen G. I mean, Kayak, he doesn't panic, he just sees him run by and says, okay, I know exactly what the run distance is, I've done the calculations, takes him out, draws their attention by shooting off the drone, and they're just not ready for it. You see that, Karon not really looking at the steep corner on the first swing, and that just gives Crashies enough time to line him up.
Timeout.
Ooh, Crashies calling him out, and I gotta say, I agree. So far, at least on Haven, it's been pretty straightforward.
So do Solo and HSK, that's why they're calling a timeout. 1-2 rounds ago from Fnatic, resulting in them regaining the lead, getting 5 rounds on this defending side of Haven. They got to be feeling pretty good at the moment, do Fnatic. So Gen G looking to try to shake things up a bit and get as much as they can on this attacker's half.
Now fans greeting Lakia over to the roster, but right now he's going to need a little bit more than a greeting to make sure that they get back into the game. Fans wanting to keep Kayak here in Korea. Wouldn't mind having him in VCT Pacific, although he is doing great work over in EMEA.
You know, Frost is in the audience. We could try to sling something. Hey,
there's a team that's quite global, I
let's
hear.
get that buyout. Let's get that info.
Well, lots of votes coming online on both sides, but Fnatic look to continue to have the momentum back in their home field. Double up on C site with the operator. That's a big change, but it's a quick TP as they hear the neon, but this is all a fake. Is it actually going to work its wonders?
Gets the paranoia out at the very least and keeps 3 players' attention forward towards that site, but obviously they're striking into B. It's not like you're hitting the opposite side of the map, so they will very quickly be able to get back into position.
Nice shot
As
from
Kayak's not going to be missing those. Slide forward, Ash taking down the spike,
And
now
the spike
stranded
down, you're
inside
in
the
a lot of
site.
trouble.
Karon's dead, and this one is over.
Yeah, it's a complete shutdown unless Texture somehow gets the wraparound and
reaction
catches
of,
at least 3 members.
From Fnatic off the timeout
And
from
they
Genji.
almost had it. They almost had it, but the comms come in just in time that we don't actually see anyone on site.
Goodbye, Texture. Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay. My bad, my bad.
He's not exactly getting anything for himself
Goodbye,
yet, though. Yeah, there you go.
Well, they'll stop it from being a flawless, but that's about it. Fnatic now up to 6. With 2 more rounds to be played here in the half. I'm gonna look to balloon up this defender side in fantastic fashion as Gen G just left scratching their heads still.
Yeah, I mean, this one, the fake, it's dragged on for too long, and Fnatic is not a team that's going to overreact. Yes, they started rotating, but before they all went past halfway mark, we saw, yeah, we even saw on the minimap, Vekash and Alpha are being like, whoa, hold up. Yeah, we haven't seen anything else yet. We don't have to all move over. And they start with Kayak on the C site again because they haven't spotted that at the beginning of the round. Texture with the op, we should note, on the attacking side to counter it.
Just some damage exchanged here. Bite does get used. So, you know, Vekash down to 10 HP. Rough tidings for him thus far, but C-Site reinforced. Alfie are going to go on a walk, gets himself down into Cubby. The drone
Drone doesn't
cleared out. I don't think he's been spotted.
No, I don't think they have any idea.
I mean, if they do the wise thing and just back away from the operator. As, check there from the Omen. Alpha swinging. He's able to find one, but
Gets
cannot
the neon
follow.
though, that's pretty big.
Ash down low on health. Caron trying to get onto this flank, pushing forward, but Severe able to go ahead.
Severe good for that one.
Dealt with.
Crashies.
Crashies. 11 health and a
11
dream.
health somehow gets full.
Finds a second, and there's just surely no way for Ash to make this work.
He's gonna barely get away from the operator,
this
but
needs
like
to
you
be a
said, there's
monstrous
just too
fight
many
from
people on
Ash.
guard duty right now on the
Well,
Fnatic
that's
Swing
side.
into this one. Kayak
Yep.
has it
Fnatic
trained in.
guaranteed the lead at the half.
Lead established for the half. Fnatic looking for an 8-4.
Yeah, it's not where the round ends, but I love the whimsy from Severe saying, hey, if you know that they're there, why don't I distract them with the Omen ultimate, and Alpha, you can peek out. It's a good combo play.
Oh, yeah.
And then he still comes back and holds on to the B site. The communication is really coming into its own with Severe at this event.
Boys. Let's go. I'm back on the board, boys. Yeah.
Someone's always coming back on the board on Fnatic.
Yeah. It's been a little while since we saw Severe get a kill, so able to go ahead and pick up a pretty pivotal one, and also denies Caron from being
Severe
able
is
to find a
very,
second
very
kill.
good energy.
It's Ash, oh my god, I mean,
Very
the
good
early
to see.
damage suffered by Gen G has just been brutal.
Let's try to get at least 5 on the attack, otherwise it's going to be a difficult second half.
Turret, getting the
Severe
reveal, Kayak
TP's
out of there, and that beats him around the
Severe.
corner, so Severe
Huge kill onto
back on the
Texture.
board once again. Snappy from Alpha to find the
Trades are going
first, can't
even,
hit a transfer, but
Ash is 1 HP.
keeps them in a good spot. It's a 3v3. There's already 2 ultimates. Not going to be seen here from Gen G. Took Caron forever to be able to get that in his
Oh, Vekar.
Ooh, okay. Vekash wasn't paying attention to the gun being picked up, but Dimensional Drift, I was about to say, surely gets used for info. He's going to spot all 3.
Oh, yep, TP forward now up onto the site. No, canceled. right into Crashy's open arms as he joins in the window. Vikash just going on the push, immediately able to find Lockyer. Now it is down to Zinx. He's trying to play around this pit, but he's walking out of
Fnatic
it.
8-4.
Trying to swing back around.
Okay.
Fnatic, just too many players, too much coverage, and now an 8-4 scoreline at the half.
The biggest mistake Gen.G makes here is that you're most vulnerable in two things in Valorant. One is when you're putting the Viper pit up, and the second thing is when you're planting the spike. Both of them do it simultaneously, and Vekash just says, well, who's guarding it? Walks in and takes out Lakia. Good trades back and forth, of course, a good pinch flank around from Crashies and Kayak to really allow this to happen. But Vekash really heads up game sense, trying to hold down the site.
Yeah, half time.
Fnatic looking
Yes, my mic be muted the entire time. Am I stupid? I hope it wasn't muted the whole time. If not, it would be a very, very silent match watching.
2 Sheriffs, 2 Ghosts, a half armor.
Yeah, I don't think it was muted the whole
See if
time.
he can
Oh, but I
replicate
could hear some of my
his
feedback
pistol.
earlier.
Up that 3K. There's Lockyer. Ooh,
Okay,
he's dead.
Kayak.
Oh, there goes one of the
Immediately
Sheriffs.
comes
Kayak. Just so crispy.
Oh, and it's an overreaction from Gen.G. How long do they commit to it? Ash is scouting it out. There should be a call going
Oh,
the
but
other
there's someone
way.
towards this side
But
of
they've
the
already
map.
committed too far. They have to hold. Seaside wide open.
Turret as well. It's out of range.
How
Doesn't
they
give them
should.
any alerts here.
And Vekash holding garage window inside a smoke on top of it. It's risky.
Karan have to push the smoke. Oh, no, drops it. And with a
Okay.
double face, Karan
They
will
gotta
be able to
punish him
find the
to the
kill.
side.
An early wraparound being worked by Alpha here, though. That should be the insurance policy here for Fnatic on the post plant.
Texture seems like he's watching for this one, but the drone will go ahead and get the spot out. So Alpha's just going to look to play off the back of it, but doesn't get the one
I'm not
tap.
quite finding their shots
Keeps him
immediately.
interested in a different direction. Crashies.
Very nice of
Able
Crashies
to
to
find
hold as
texture
well.
getting out right as that relay bolt was going to be coming through. Karan, however,
Carrot.
firing with that Sheriff, gets himself a third, but Crashies. Another 3K for him as Zinx would have to do it all, and he can
Okay.
only find the one.
And Fnatic take the pistol.
Both pistols go to
Gen.G.
Fnatic as
like
they
to see
get
a
up
fourth
to
here.
9.
And even though Alpha doesn't get a kill in Garage, just him simply showing up actually ties up the rest of the backup.
Yeah.
When Texture dies and Karan starts going to the site, you still don't have everybody actually coming in through Garage because they're keeping their eyes. Zinx is wondering, when's Alpha here going to show up again? Now, we've seen him in front of Garage. I'm kind of scared that he's going to get us in the back. And eventually, it's actually Alpha here coming all the way back C main. So value absolutely found. While, of course, Crashies, yeah, he is the GOAT. I'm sure that's what they were going to say. And holds it down with a triple kill.
There was an adjective in front of that, but
Yeah,
You're lucky, I'm kind of lucky to live there.
any adjective can work. Use your imagination.
worst. I don't think that one works.
But you're still the GOAT. You might be the worst GOAT, but you're still the GOAT.
Swing out. Marshall, Kayak
Okay.
able to go ahead and get the
Kayak.
spot. Sees another and will just back
NTP's
away.
up.
Takes a bit of damage. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten the kill, he's gotten the regroup. It's tough, but the smoke goes up, and during that, Alfir gets another pick. It just really makes the decision-making easier.
Swing in. Karan trying to replicate some of those Sheriff shots from the pistol round, but Kayak not giving him the time of day. His texture now going to be revealed. Stuck into the corner. Hounded down. And Lockyer runs out of bullets. Kayak will just go ahead and play. Oh my god.
No.
This is.
Oh Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing.
Borderline unacceptable.
Borderline. I agree. We'll let it pass, but
Oh, that is just.
that's brutal.
Yep.
Yep. That's
That's
Vekash
very
having a
cool.
little fun on his overseas outing with his new team. But this is just sharpshooting, outnumbering, just straightforward Valor math being done here.
I need to.
You know what? I do like it though, because he was yielding it to Severe. He's had a little bit of a rough go at the very beginning of the map. We'll allow it. And now digging deep through the toxic screen, but it's multiple people here. Gen G, they cannot just make assumptions. Smoke just to delay them. Drone should get the spot. Oh no, he's actually just tucked in the corner.
Well, maybe gun barrel would be seen there. Zinx will find a kill, taking out because who's trying to get onto the B lurk, but does eat a lot of damage for that.
Portal closed.
Oh, kayak.
Nowhere near
He's so
being seen
deep.
by the jump
I don't
peak.
think they'll be aware.
Swings around this side. Weapon
Yeah,
does come out, but
catches luck,
Lockyer
yeah.
can't fire it fast enough. As Texture getting his way into heaven, and uh-oh!
Oh.
Severe
Okay.
falls right into the
Severe,
trap.
not
Spike
expecting
still being brought
Texture.
forward, though, onto the site.
Gets
Gen G
punished.
getting clustered.
Now you don't have smokes,
Kayak is
and you're
trying to get in
just
front of
getting the
this.
plant down. How are you
Sit
gonna hold
forward.
off the retake?
They read it.
You suspect it. I mean, they're lower on numbers. They have to go for a
But
hero
Zinx
play.
1 HP.
Seems like, yeah.
Texture
they've
with a
sussed
nice
it out.
shot though.
2v4. Seems at 10 at HP here. Alfier, top of the timing.
Okay, Karen.
We'll be able to get it.
And it's just going to be Crash. He's all alone. We've seen him work some miracles, but he's not going to
okay,
land the
now
first
he's-
shot. It should just
wow,
be a
okay,
swarm
Zinx.
around. Nice running swing by Zinx to get the headshot.
Much needed for Gen G. And Zinx staying alive as well. Really helps bolster the economy and the snowball that Gen G need to get started.
Yeah, we talked about it. Long road ahead in the second half, but at least they get the bye round, so no disasters just yet. And of course, they'll continue to try to build it up, as they're going to need more than just a small snowball. They'll need it really rolling down the hill. Make sure they can overtake. Not too many mistakes allowed. As Fnatic's already out there. He's really just continued to build on his own character. You'll love to see it.
Will never change, and we love that about him. Recon able to find the tags, but kills can't come through. Just gonna be some damage dealt.
Just some shock darts to try to suss out the Killjoy util. Won't find their target. Most of it's set up on the C site.
Karan,
Karen.
deep walk
But it's
down
gonna
the
get
tower
caught by
swing from
Crashies.
Yeah, will not allow
Yeah.
for the escape. So in the end, just a 1-for-1. Texture gonna be hurt on that rotation, but Spike is in hand here for Crashies.
Oh,
As
Texture.
Relay Bolt gets in to try to
Look at
delay.
Vekaj.
Vekaj on the approach around the back.
Vekaj
He's going to go
is so
completely
deep.
unread. Texture
Yeah.
absolutely
gets
screwed. Alfier, does he want to disrespect it? Yeah, well, especially after Vekaj gets traded, he
Okay,
knows that he's got
Zinx.
an open window here.
Every single member on Gen G
3v2
has been
now.
shot in the back. They just aren't aware of the extra trades coming in, and it's such a good bait in from Crashies after getting the kill on Charon, because Texture is like, well, I'm convinced that this is the main force. There's multiple people here. There's the drone here. Doesn't even consider the possibility of a wraparound.
Two v 3 to try to get this clutch going. Even then, the gap should still be 4 rounds. Ash pushing forward, getting some damage here on the Crashies. They will
Ash.
be able to take him down, but
1v2.
Lockyer lost at the same time.
Ah,
Paranoia across, but it's going to be
okay,
close vision for
Yeah, Alpha
Alfier.
playing very
Gets
close
the
there.
jump. As Fnatic get the round. 2
11-5.
away from taking that first step towards the grand final.
Still have that Hunter's Fury in hand, the Dimensional Drift online for Kayak as well, so you've got some tools if you want to just guarantee that map point. It's doable. Yeah, just catching Gen G unawares one at a time. This is one of those rounds where your head's just spinning a little bit if you're Gen G.
Let's go.
The energy trying to be brought up even further for Fnatic, make sure they can get across the finish line.
Kayak just going to be forced away immediately.
Toxin screen down.
Still decent space taken by the Viper though. Alfier all the way down in sewers.
They do manage to get full armors on everyone other than Zinx. So the Outlaw maybe not going to get as
Texture
much value
doesn't have a
as
share
Kayak
there,
is
though.
anticipating here, but given his accuracy, expect he's still going to be able to hit some heads as Hunter's Fury going across. Ash getting tagged, dances over to the side, Lock at the
Oh,
same time, able to
Lakia
find
finds
Severe.
Severe.
Crashies cleans up the kill
Crashies
onto
finds
one.
Ash.
Weapon trying to be recovered, but Texture does get denied. Pop flash out of the smoke.
Okay,
Zinx holds it
Zinx.
down. Catches Kayak by surprise. The drone able to find the spot, but I think Lakia has been disguised in this position. So don't believe Crashies is going to check for it.
Okay.
Second tap
Nice from
gets the
Lakia,
kill,
just
and
playing
now
the
it's down to
corner.
Vikash.
Vikash,
Finds one.
1v2. What do you have?
Spike a world away. He's going to have to fight his way to it. Sees the first. Spam through the
Spots
box,
one.
whittling
You know
away
where
as
Lakia
HP.
was.
Bar! And Vikash!
Oh,
Gets the clutch!
that's GG, I
That's a
think.
blunder. That is an absolute blunder. Didn't quite expect him to swing out as wide, perhaps, but
He
either way, it wasn't a proper
they
high-low
lined up.
either. Just gives him the way out.
Wow.
Shows him the door.
Good God!
Oh, that hurts. I don't
Oh,
They're just too close together.
And,
Oh,
and look,
man.
it's overstated, and I don't like the phrase overall, but that was ice cold. No reaction, just a
Yes.
look at his teammates.
Yeah? No, it's a fitting time.
Absolutely is. Well, a 1-for-1 Hunter's Fury from Lakia trying to shut down this crunch. And Lakia has got him lined up as well. Crashies an Alpha.
Okay.
Taking down Spike here on the floor. Kayak. Setting up the
Okay.
clone, but
Oh!
okay. Texture's there to spare the
Okay.
pushes.
Okay.
That could have been catastrophic.
It did work, though, against the first person, just not against Texture.
37 health. Don't think Vikash is going to get quite
Oh,
the same
okay.
treatment
No
this
more,
time
no,
around.
no more.
So
I
Gen
couldn't
G
take another one, I think.
persevere at least for another round win. Getting up to 6, halfway to overtime.
See, I've always wondered that, because we've seen just the raw fake clones a couple of times now, but sometimes you gotta expect that people are always gonna shoot the second Yoru in line. I wanted people to try it. Well, it does work, just not when there's cross cover.
I mean, I don't even think it was inadvertent. I think it was a little bit of an accident, but yeah, using the clone behind yourself
Exactly.
is pretty smart.
Yeah, and you just keep walking forward, make it look like you're the actual clone. But either way, it was just a Hail Mary,
Yeah,
since
but
you're
the
down
thing
in
is
numbers.
that
Now a
if
proper
the clone plays,
round
it's so
5v5
risky because the moment they
Fnatic,
shoot,
of course,
you know,
have to
like
save
one
up
of them,
round.
they know, so.
Still plenty of
Gotta have
opportunity
pretty
to deal
fast
some damage. You know
reactions.
that the Hunter's Fury was used in the previous round, so this lockdown from Vikash could get committed in. Some lingering at the moment there in Garage, but it looks like Fnatic. Let's see what they can get. Garage is gonna be
Lockdown
committing
in
his
this
own. They're going to try to
position.
push and destroy
Okay.
this, but Zinx holding the crossfire, able to find
Oh,
3 quick
Zinx.
kills. So now the rest of Fnatic hightailing it out
Oh,
as Texture is
okay,
over
hold on.
pursued.
Zinx is still on the
Even over a
ace.
weapon. The drone forward, the spot, the quick cancel,
Oh,
the bucky.
Severe.
Severe able to
Zinx?
find the kill, but
Okay, no,
cannot
actually,
escape.
That's severe.
And now, I mean, you just have to hold your angles.
Okay, and Karen cleans
Karen's
up.
gonna be able to
Alright.
get it. Nice
5
hand bomb.
chances
Holds
left
onto
for
the site
Fnatic.
with
No,
14
that round was
HP.
just
Had to throw everything at it. But Gen G will take the
low
round
bound.
win. And so they get another chance. Op coming online for Texture. But Fnatic, several chances to still close this out. Even if they lose this next coming one, they'll still have another bye or 2 left in the bank. Just to see if we see some proactive ults used by them just to close it out. Move on to map 2 since you still have the lockdown. Lockdown into pit would be an easy way to secure the site.
Texture waiting, delaying, going for that push. Nothing
Okay,
spotted.
Texture, dodges
Recon,
the
ooh,
recon.
sees it.
Kayak jump
Kayak
spot.
wide enough, and now he
okay.
has.
TP's out.
Stick around on that angle, but
Hello.
now we'll go ahead and rotate.
Money
Yeah,
in
Gen G
blood,
does plant
1, 2,
Ash down in
3.
sewers though, so they know they can rotate pretty safely.
Lockdown forward here into the corner. No way to try to
Okay,
clear this one out.
lockdown. Can't really
Texture's just
deny
gonna hold
this.
as long as possible for a
Then
cheeky
again,
shot.
Is Lakia gonna just
Oh.
try to delay rush this?
Lakia?
He's gotta go now. He's just trying to find any kills that he possibly can before he would get detained. He puts Kayak down to 8 HP, but he's not finding the limb.
Okay,
Sinks
Zinx
on the
with the
frantic
spam
spray.
finds him.
Will find
Oh,
one!
Ash!
as Ash has been completely outdone. He should have had Crash, he's dead 100% of the time.
And Severe cancels it.
Quick cancel, now a counter pit. Top of the spike, the overdrive popped. Texture maybe needing to do some heavy lifting, is just zapping away. Blind is
Oh,
all
and the
hell.
recon's huge.
The recon gets the
Zinx
reveal, their
goes
own pit
down.
now gone. The jump to the corner, the spray
and
coming
it's
through,
GG.
and that's it, done
Okay,
and dusted.
13-7.
13-7, Fnatic saw the weaknesses in Gen G's Haven, and they exploit them here.